Travis here in the press room at the LCS. Riot showed a cool little skin thing for the audience after the games were done, and we managed to record some of it. In fact, they even showed a teaser for a skin, for a Fizz skin, but we didn't get a chance to get a look at it because we accidentally stopped recording beforehand. So, but anyway, I don't know if you guys should see this or not, but we're posting it anyway.
So the first thing that we're going to talk about is the concept phase of creating this skin. Right here we're looking at the final concept for base Vel'Koz. And when we were sort of trying to come up with ideas on Battlecast Vel'Koz, there were a lot of really cool ideas. You know, people were saying, hey, this is a crazy octopus creature and he needs to have tentacles and do some weird stuff. There's like spaghetti monster. There's this like crazy robotic guy. And someone had a cool idea of hey, let's make this a Battlecast skin. So as we can see, the middle one here is actually sort of going into the Battlecast realm. And this is the final concept for Battlecast Vel'Koz. So when we draw the final concept, it goes to the next stage, the modeling. The modeler creates it, and right here we're looking at the model with no texture on it. And this is the texture for him. So imagine the texture is sort of the wrapping on the present. And these are the texture maps. So after it goes to modeling and texture, it goes to me, the animator, and I create the animations or the special recall. Before it goes to me, it actually goes to the tech team that applies controls and bones to the model. So imagine the modeler creates a body with just muscles or whatever, and the rigger creates those bones and give it structure, and we can actually move that. So the first thing that we ask ourselves when we're creating animations for skins is, what do we want to do to this? For this guy, we wanted to do an awesome recall where he sort of compresses in and turns up and around and actually fires off into the sky. He also has a lot of custom exhaust pieces, little bits and pieces that sort of open up and shake around. So that's all that we did for this guy. We also use thumbnails. We're not the best artists here, but it helps us visualize what we're actually animating when we go to create our animation. You know, right here we have number one. He's sort of in an out position, right? And then when you want him to come back in, he sort of pops in, and that's the second one. And then he does a flip up, and then he rockets out into the sky. So we sort of draw it out and it helps us visualize it. So these are a few of the poses that we put into it. This is sort of the blocking phase. This is sort of the first pass. And as you can see, it's going through all the different poses as it's going up. Goes to the final version right here, and it's hitting all those poses that we blocked out, and it's playing all the smooth in-between motion that's happening in those poses. So after the animations are created, it goes to the particle artist, and I'm going to hand it off over to Adam.
Thanks, Joe. So I get to do the coolest part, I think. I think I have the coolest job, which is this. Thanks. So after we get the animation and we're looking at the base skin effects, we have to evaluate what are the players seeing when they're looking at the base. What type of movement's going on? What is the focal points, and what do I want to do to make this part of my artwork? So kind of right now, it's got this crazy Iron Man, crazy Marvel versus Capcom look, and I wanted to push that really, really far. So first thing I have to do is I break it up. You think of every individual piece of this effect is a different layer. So what you're looking at right now, imagine a piece of paper stretched out the whole length of the beam, and we get to paint textures and have them move along that length of the beam. And once we get that part done, we'll add another layer so you can see at the eye, there's another beam kind of connecting it. And we'll continue adding more layers until we add more impact, and so we got the sparks and the fire and the lava and the distortion kind of really selling that that's hurting. And then when we're almost done, we've got all the pieces there, but we're not polished yet. It's just everything that the player needs to see is there, and we get feedback from the team, until finally we polish it and we get to the point where this is really awesome. We're really happy about this. And then at the end, we always go back and compare to evaluate, is the movement and the communication to the player the same, but is it still fun and unique? And once I'm done, we go to our awesome audio dudes, and this will be Eugene.
Thank you. All right, so This is it. Thanks, guys. So, so we have to take Vel'Koz, this biological big goopy eye monster, turn him into a robot, basically like a sentinel from the Matrix or something like that. So a lot of things have to change. For instance, a core thematic surrounding him for all you music nerds. We actually used a guitar to make the bass Vel'Koz sounds. His entire kit is tuned to the key of F minor, actually. So we thought, well, that makes him sound. It's pretty key to making him sound organic. So we tore all that out and replaced it with hawk noises and metal noises banging together. We also gave him new VO because he's not talking through normal vocal cords anymore. He's talking through this speaker that's being encased in metal. So if you take a look here, his bass cue, it's all goopy, organic. But if you take a look at his skin cue, so it's all chunky, it's like things are unlocking, he's like, revealing his missiles and just shooting them out. The R is kind of the same story. So it's kind of wobbling all around that key of F minor that our sound designer Jason Wiley set up for him. But for the next one, we kind of wanted to emphasize that his laser's coming from like a generator, like it's overheating. So we wanted to concentrate on like kind of the dirty, like only made for killing kind of aspect of them. So we concentrated on the sparks, the engine, etc. So if you look here, thank you. So yeah, that's basically what we did to differentiate the skin from the base. And this is kind of the process that we go through a lot of our skins, Vel'Koz just being one of them. So this is kind of everything in game playing out, particles, animations, sound. And this is just for an animator show here, we can have like on a bunch of innocent Annies. Can't believe you missed that. First blood. Good job. All right. Well, so that kind of wraps it up for Vel'Koz.